Hi, we're on the Tandem Q A seats, and with me I've got Gavin Ellis. Now, Gavin, you presented at the PRINZ conference 2015 this morning. Great presentation.
Thank you.
And the theme of the conference is about Mind the Gap, and you were talking about the gap in a media kind of landscape. So here's my question to you. I want you to imagine the year's 2016. You are the Minister of Broadcasting, and the Minister of Finance is about to put his budget together, and he wants to know what you want to see in the budget. What are you going to tell him?
Well, first of all, I would have gone to the Prime Minister and said, change my name. I'm not the Minister of Broadcasting. I'm the Minister of Mass Communication. That would have been the first step. I would have asked Bill English to provide more money for public service media. And again, I use that term deliberately, not just for Radio New Zealand, not just for Maori television, but to increase the amount of information that we can get from a public service oriented media outlet across all platforms. And it's been denied extra funding for too many years now. It needs more money.
And so you see that as a gap, and you kind of addressed that a bit about those shrinking newsrooms. But so in public broadcasting, you think as a country we're missing out. And so in what way?
Public media, for a kick-off.
Sorry. Yes.
No, it is
Yes.
public broadcasting at the moment. But basically, I see a need for what is now public service broadcasting to extend across all media. Now, Radio New Zealand is doing that to a degree by moving into the digital environment with its websites, plural, and moving on to iHeartRadio. But we need to expand it into other media. I think that it needs to move into video. It needs to provide a complete package, and that package increasingly is going to be accessed on mobiles. So, you can't stick in a single medium any longer, or even two. You've got to be able to do the lot.
And finally then, so you believe that there is a strong role for government in this public media space?
Only because we lack the ability to fund it by other means. If there was another way of doing it, I would prefer that the government was not involved in it, because how do you be a watchdog watching government if the government is holding the purse strings? It's a complication. It would be far better if we had ways of funding not only Radio New Zealand but other public service oriented media that might arise in the future by means other than government. We've yet to find that.
Thank you very much.
Pleasure.
All right.
Is that all right?
Perfect. Happy?